Hey, yo, folks. Yes, I survived yesterday's fundraiser for the Delphi trial transcripts. Now, on X, I asked the question of who is worse, Judge Gull, Judge Francis Gull from the Delphi trial, or Judge Beverly Cannoni from the Karen Reed trial. Now, I could easily say and tell you, and with a number of reasons, but I want to know what others think. So I asked on X. Here is some of the examples. First of all, this is the question. Folks who know both the Delphi trial and the Karen Reed trial, compare the judges, Judge Bev versus Judge Gull. Who's worse? Give examples in the replies. From Oksana, I call Judge Bev a Mother Teresa compared to Judge Gull. Frank Gull is an embodiment of true evil in humans with power in their hands. Yeah, got to a good start here. From Hung Hero, Gull. At least Bev allowed cameras in the courtroom. Yeah. For you who recently, through the Karen Reed trial, learned about the Delphi trial and then is now scouring YouTube. But where's the trial? Where's the trial? Yeah. Judge Gull, Judge Francis Gull, who sits in the committee, who recommended more trials to the public. In her own trial, in the Delphi trial against Richard Allen, she denied it. No cameras. No cameras. From Brooklyn, Gull is worse by far, and I didn't follow Delphi that closely. Yeah. From TC Keith, Gull is Darth Vader and Bev is Jar Jar Binks. Both equally chaotic and damaging to justice and the rule of law. One is just intentionally evil, and the other is an effing idiot. Hello, Mr. Jingles. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, this is Mr. Jingles. He runs the show. He's the owner of the channel. Everything that happens here for this guy, right? All right, let's continue here. From Guyver McTean says, I honestly was shocked how much third-party stuff Bev let them get out in the Karen Reed trial. Gull didn't even let them give alternate suspects. Yeah. Judge Gull not only denied the defense to have a third-party culprit defense, she banned them from even mentioning 8 people by name. 2 of them confessed to the Delphi murders. And here's one thing that will make your skin crawl. One of the alleged confessors said to a cop who didn't believe him, if my saliva is found on the girls, I can explain it. Let me remind you, there was unknown male DNA on the girls that wasn't tested, other than to exclude Rick Allen. From Lisa Jensen. Can you watch the Delphi trial? I didn't believe it was telling. Oh, well, that was just a random question there. I told her where to look for it. From Bean Nikki, these comments are so scary. I can't believe there's a judge that's much worse than Beverly. Clearly, something is broken. Yeah. Cad Monkey, from what I've seen, read about Delphi, Judge Gull wins hands down. From Bree, Gull was worse. She is made of pure evil and spite. Bev is just petty and lazy. I can't get over the fact that she fired the defense attorneys and threatened to publicly humiliate them if they didn't resign willingly. Yeah, one of these things that is a clear difference between Judge Bev and Judge Canoni is that, Judge Gull and Judge Canoni is that Judge Gull, she fired the Rick Allen's defense attorneys. They had to go to the Indiana Supreme Court to be reinstated, and she still tried to get them out, or the prosecution tried to get them out once more, but not even Judge Gull could go against Indiana Supreme Court. Chelsea says, Judge Gull is literally Satan in a crusty Midwestern backwoods Indiana body. She makes Bev look like an actual saint. Full on removing lawyers from Rick, banning cameras, making it impossible for him to even function as a human. Absolutely insane. Yeah, Rick Allen was placed in a prison in protective custody for 13 months. More or less all human contact he had was other inmates posing as guards who on a daily basis more or less told him, you need to confess. An unethical prison therapist who is now fired. She is not allowed to work within the prison system again. And Judge Gull knew this and claimed, oh no, Rick Allen is treated better than most other inmates, which we know is a fucking lie. It's let's continue. From Aunt Bev's dissatisfaction says, Gull wins because she kicked out the cameras. Bev wasn't the most transparent, but I'm so thankful she didn't kick out cameras entirely. Golden says, Canoni enrages me, whereas Gull gives me the chills. Christie says, Gull is far worse. She removed Richard Allen's lawyers. Again, one of the same example. Clearly violating his Sixth Amendment rights. Fortunately, the higher court restored them. LNA says, Gull, who is an advocate for cameras in the courtroom until Rick Allen is scheduled. And then she banned cameras. The only time she allowed cameras in the courtroom when she was going to humiliate Rick Allen's attorneys before she fired them as Rick Allen's attorneys. That's the only time she allowed cameras in the courtroom to, here, look how powerful I am. Fuck all of you and the cameras. But I'm going to fire you. I'm going to do it publicly. And I'm going to shame you and humiliate you in front of the world. That will be on camera. Folks, there's not enough adjective invented to describe Judge Gull. And yeah, more of the same. I mean, out of 30 answers to my question on X, 30 says that Judge Gull is the worst of the two of them. And if you only have seen Judge Bev, well, you might, if you're a true crime fan, you have seen a lot of trials, and Judge Bev infuriates you because she's lazy, incompetent, makes stupid rulings. There are worse. There are Judge Gull, who she does it intentionally. She's not incompetent. Judge Francis Gull, is a very smart lady. So the only reason left on why she chose to do this to Rick Allen is because she's genuinely a bad person. Genuinely evil. Now, if you disagree, or if you have more examples of extremely bad judges, in the comments, and hit the like, hit the subscribe, all the YouTube things, and thank you for tuning in. I will see you all in the next stream or video. Okay? Bye-bye.